Hi, Thibaut. Lovely to see you.
Hello, Lucy. How are you? Great
I'm
to be with
well.
you.
I'm well, thank you. And listen, thank you for speaking to us. Obviously, the purpose of this conversation is really to share a little bit more insight into the procurement journey at Valeo, and specifically the head of ingredients procurement role that we're working on with you. So first of all, let's take it from the top. Tell us about Valeo and the brands that we would know them for.
So Valeo was acquired by Bain Capital about 3 years ago. Valeo had made about 15 acquisitions since 2010. So there's going to be a large number of consumer brands that you would know. They span many countries. So you would have, for example, in the UK, Rouse, Kettle Chips, or Barat. In Ireland, you would have Bachelor, Odlums, Jacobs. In Italy, you'd have Balconi, you'd have Schlückwerder in Germany, Candy Plus in Czech Republic, and Bernard maple syrup in Canada.
Wow, lots of things that we're going to see on the shelves in our supermarkets across Europe then, by the sounds of
Yeah,
things.
yeah,
Excellent.
definitely.
So what's the strategy for Valeo and obviously for Bain?
So our objective is to double our size over the next 5 years, and we plan to do that by strengthening our leadership positions in our key categories. We want to continue to make significant acquisitions. We want to leverage our scale in many respects, and that's something that is new for Value Foods. And we want to drive performance through functional excellence, and that's where procurement, amongst others, comes in. My experience with Bain Capital for over a year now is that I think they differentiate themselves from other private equity groups by investing strategically in the companies they acquired. So, for example, we've recruited significantly over the past years from a broad range of blue chip companies.
Including you?
You would say so, yes, perhaps.
And tell us about the procurement story then. So coming on to you, you joined about 18 months ago in what was a newly created Chief Procurement Officer role.
Yes, so it's been a very exciting journey. So I joined over a year ago, yeah, almost 18 months ago. And when I joined, procurement was done independently in every division, and it was done at varying levels of maturity. So I think the decision to establish group procurement was a no-brainer, as there's a massive value to be generated. We can leverage scale, we can bring in expertise, and work more closely in the local markets with the divisions. We're going to be definitely a key contributor to the increase in EBITDA, to the growth in sales over the next 5 years. But as you know, procurement is so much more than just that. So we can contribute through CPRM, strengthening the cash, delivering productivity, delivering ESG, bringing in supplier innovation for our brands, establishing stronger governance, doing risk management, establishing closer supplier relationships, and so on. So there's a very long agenda to be delivered.
And navigating some pretty choppy waters from a kind of a commodity roller coaster that we've seen over the last couple of years as well.
Yes, very clearly. Now, the great thing is that we're on a strong start already. So my team and I and the whole procurement organization, we've exceeded our year one objectives, which is great. We've made significant progress on the transformation of the operating model and strengthening the organization. We've also strengthened the commodities price risk management approach. And right now, my team and I just come back yesterday from having been in Ireland. So we tour all the divisions to generate a strong range of new projects.
Fantastic. So tell us about the head of ingredients procurement role, a group role sitting in the central team with you. Where does it fit into the team and the strategy?
So ingredients is our biggest spend. There's a very broad range of ingredients that we source. It ranges from honey to chocolate to eggs to oils and to more sophisticated ingredients even, and they go into everything that we produce and sell. The prices can be very volatile. The quality, as you know, is absolutely critical. It's absolutely fundamental to have a positive ESG impact. So there's a lot to be done in that arena. We source from many suppliers. However, we don't yet have group strategies in terms of sourcing from the suppliers. And it is critical that we deliver our objectives. And I want us to work more closely with our suppliers. So there's lots to go after. The head of ingredients procurement will report to me, and we'll have a small team reporting to them. It's really critical that they work closely with each division. So we make the best out of group and the divisions. It's a very hands-on role, pretty much as everything that we do at Valeo Foods. But I think a very exciting one.
Sounds very exciting, and at the beginning of that journey as well, to help shape that kind of group strategy.
Yes, I think that's very exciting for everybody joining right now. Is they get to shape what they're going to be doing. They get to meet new people, and they can have personally a great impact.
Mm-hmm. And that impact, just be clear for us, how was this individual in this role going to impact, obviously, not just in the procurement objectives, but those strategic objectives of Valeo and of Bain at group level? What's their line of sight to really making a difference?
So maybe I can tell you a bit about what our top objectives in procurement and how that person will relate to that objective. So the first objective is to transform the operating model and the procurement organization to raise our level of maturity, to recruit a talented group. And also it's important that I think that every member of the group team, the group organization across Valeo Foods enjoy working together. I think that's absolutely fundamental, because then it becomes so much easier to progress and deliver the results. Second objective is to deliver significant productivity. So we got some clear targets, deliver productivity and cash. That is quite critical given the inflation that you mentioned in the food industry. And third, probably, I would say, is to effectively manage risk. I mean, we live in quite a volatile world, I think it's fair to say. And in particular, risk related to commodities, but also, all types of risk, sourcing risk, reputational risk, and so on. So the role holder will play a critical role in delivering these objectives. As I mentioned, ingredients is over half our spend, and therefore what they do will have a significant impact on delivering these objectives.
Wonderful and exciting to, as we've said, come on board at the early stages of this journey from a group procurement function with new colleagues coming together and be really part of building that continued momentum. So super exciting.
Yes, definitely. And probably it relates to the reason why I joined personally. I think being able to totally transform a procurement organization is a rare opportunity. And, at all levels of the organization, you transform the ingredients, you transform interacts and so on, or commodities price risk management. So you don't often have this opportunity to really totally transform and have the impact of what you are doing. It's also critical to realize the importance that procurement will have on the progress of Valeo Foods, because the total procurement spend is over 60% of what we sell. So obviously we have a massive impact, along with all the other elements all the other levers that I mentioned. And that's why, for example, I sit on the group executive board.
Wonderful.
I think being in the private equity world is also very exciting, and I certainly think with Bain Capital it is perhaps even more exciting. And I think also for me, and I think for all the team members, from what they're telling me, a key plus in joining Valeo Foods is, I think, it's the people and the culture. The people are very pleasant, and you see all the new people coming in, they really fit well. Really pleasant people, and it's a very energizing culture. And people, when they come, they're really full of energy to really contribute and move things forward.
And you can get things done and fast decision making.
Yes, I mean, that I think relates to our size and the entrepreneurial spirit. So indeed, there is no red tape. Decisions are taken very quickly. I mean, you talk to the CEO, the CFO, they take decisions very quickly. We move forward, they get implemented very quickly. So it's very dynamic. There's new ideas, a lot of things that we can do, we want to do, and everybody can see the impact of what they do, which I think is thoroughly energizing.
For sure, definitely. Well, thank you very much for sharing your energy and your excitement about this opportunity, Thibaut. And we look forward to sharing our candidates with you.
Thank you very much, Lucy. So do I.